Ted Bundy, a name that sends shivers down spines. Known for his charm, intelligence, and terrifying double life, Bundy left a trail of devastation across the United States in the 1970s. This is the story of a man whose heinous crimes shocked the world and redefined the term serial offender. Theodore Robert Cowell was born on November 24, 1946, in Burlington, Vermont. His mother, Eleanor Louise Cowell, raised him under a cloud of lies, claiming his grandparents were his parents and that she was his sister. This early deception marked Bundy's psychological development. Ted moved to Tacoma, Washington, with his mother in his early years, where she married John Bundy. Despite his seemingly normal upbringing, Ted was a loner, often caught in small lies and troubling behavior. In college, Bundy initially seemed destined for success, studying psychology at the University of Washington. He even volunteered at a crisis hotline, earning admiration for his composed demeanor. But behind this facade, darkness was brewing. Bundy's descent into infamy began in 1974. In Washington state, young women began disappearing under mysterious circumstances. Bundy, with his good looks and disarming charm, would feign injury, using crutches or a cast to appear vulnerable. When unsuspecting women stopped to help, he would strike, abducting them in his infamous Volkswagen Beetle. Bundy's victims shared eerie similarities. College-aged women with long, dark hair parted in the middle. Authorities initially failed to connect the cases, but the scale of Bundy's crimes soon became apparent. His spree stretched across 7 states, with dozens of women vanishing without a trace. Bundy's methods grew more brazen. He broke into sorority houses and attacked multiple women in a single night. His cruelty was matched by his meticulous planning, disposing of bodies in remote locations and even returning to the crime scenes. In 1975, Bundy was finally caught in Utah during a routine traffic stop. Police found burglary tools in his car, and evidence began linking him to the disappearances. But Ted Bundy wasn't done. While awaiting trial, Bundy shocked authorities by escaping twice. The first time he jumped from a courthouse window. After being recaptured, he escaped again, this time sawing through a jail cell ceiling and fleeing to Florida. In Florida, Bundy unleashed his most horrific acts. On January 15, 1978, he broke into the Chi Omega sorority house at Florida State University, brutally attacking 4 women, killing 2. His spree culminated in the abduction and murder of 12-year-old Kimberly Leach. Ted Bundy's trial became a media spectacle. Bundy represented himself, often using the courtroom as a stage for his manipulative charm. Despite his efforts, he was convicted and sentenced to death for the Chi Omega murders and Kimberly Leach's killing. On January 24, 1989, after years of appeals, Bundy was executed in the electric chair at Florida State Prison. Outside the prison, crowds cheered as justice was finally served. Bundy confessed to 30 murders, but the true number remains unknown. His crimes have inspired countless books, documentaries, and films. He remains a haunting reminder of how evil can hide behind a charming smile. Bundy's story is not just one of horror, but also of lessons learned in criminal profiling, forensic science, and public awareness. Ted Bundy was not the monster lurking in the shadows. He was the monster in plain sight,